Discover how fast and accurate geometric patterns can be in the grease pencil of Blender. Today I'll show you how to quickly draw and color designs perfect for high-quality prints or as lineouts for traditional media. Let's dive in. Create a 2D animation file in Blender. I've changed the output resolution to 3300 by 2550 pixels. This setting is suitable for printing the drawing on a letter-size sheet of paper. Activate the Object Mode interaction, then select the camera in the Scene panel to change the lens type from Perspective to Orthographic. This will prevent the drawing from becoming distorted when moving away from the center of the drawing area. Still in Object Mode, create an empty object, Plane Axis. Then select the stroke in the Scene panel. We are ready now to start drawing in Grease Pencil. Switch to Draw, Interaction Mode. Then, with the pencil tool active, set the thickness to 0.005. Choose Circle, change the subdivision to 6 to obtain an octagon. Pressing Shift to draw a small octagon. Center the polygon with the center on the empty object. Create a new layer to draw a square inscribed in the octagon. But before that, create a group and insert the layers into it. Press Shift and slide to draw the square. Switch to Edit Mode to adjust the size of the square. Then Shift plus D to copy and R to rotate the square by 45 degrees. Create a new layer. Switch to Draw Mode, choose the line, and draw a horizontal. In Edit Mode, adjust the position of the line at the intersection of both squares. Then make a copy of the horizontal to move it down to the lower intersection of the squares. Choose the Transform Pivot Point to Active Element. Activate the empty object. Copy both lines, Shift plus D, then R to rotate by 90 degrees. A to select all lines, R to rotate by 45 degrees. Draw Mode again. Create a new layer. Draw a square in the center. In Edit Mode, adjust the square size and rotation by 22.5 degrees. Make a copy and rotate it by 45 degrees. Create a new layer. Change the tool to Pen with 0.01 thickness and subdivision 0. Choose Polyline to draw this shape. Copy in Edit Mode and rotate 90 degrees. Then copy all to rotate 180 degrees. Create a new group that contains these new layers. Create another layer to draw the lateral squares. Copy the squares to the four corners. In a new layer, draw this small shape. Copy it and rotate it until you complete the round. To finish, create a new layer again and draw an octagon circumscribed around the entire shape we already have. Hide the Help Lines group. Make active all the layers in the Pattern group. In Edit Mode, select all. Copy with Ctrl-C. Create a new layer. Blocking and hiding the pattern group. Ctrl-V to set the entire shape in the new layer. Duplicate this layer twice. Activate the first top layer. In Adjustment, change the tint color to white. Set the factor to 1. Activate the next layer, the one below. In Adjustment, set the tint layer to an ochre yellow. Set the factor to 1. Back to the top layer to change the stroke thickness to -0.005. In the next layer, the one below this, change the stroke thickness to 0.01. Activate the Fills layers in the Stroke Properties panel. Then, open the Materials panel. Activate the Solid Fill material. Change the gray color to another one. In this case, I'll use a tone of blue. Go back to the layers, select the Fills layer, and rename it to have some order. In Draw mode with the pen tool, switch from Solid Stroke to Solid Fill. Draw the triangle using the polyline, copy it, and rotate it as previously done to fill the entire round. In the Materials panel, create a new material of a green color to fill the squares in a new layer. Copy and repeat to fill all the squares. Create a new layer and a new material with a different tone of green. Fill all the polygons. Create once again a new layer and another material with a different color. Fill all the small polygons. Finally, a last layer and material with a gray-green tone. Create a group with all the color layers and keep it editable. Unlock the top 3 layers with the colored strokes. On the screen, in Edit mode, select all elements. Shift+D to copy and X to move them until they are juxtaposed to the edge of the central pattern. Shift+D to copy and R to rotate the pattern around. Press Shift+D to copy and move the pattern to position it as shown on the screen. Then copy it and rotate it 3 more times until you complete the rotation. Copy and move the pattern to position it as shown on the screen. Then copy again and rotate and move until you obtain this design. Create new layers and materials to color the blank spaces in the design. To finish, create a last layer and a last material to use as background. Choose the color you want. You can hide the color layer to print only the strokes by saving the render as PNG. Or export the design as SVG to edit it in any digital painting software. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like. If you have any questions or would like me to go into more detail, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to stay updated on my upcoming tutorials and help me create more content. Thanks for watching.